Thank you, Queen Emily. But yeah, it was for y'all that don't know, Cruis'n USA was I think one of the like closer to launch games of Nintendo 64. I'm doing well. How about everybody else? But I was like, man, that was such a cool song, and I was like, it was like Cruising in the USA, and then I listened to it. I was like, this is kind of cheesy. Jane, good to see you. Crisis, good to see everybody here. We are in to the third trial of the second trial. Kate Bubbs, Holidays, Nayuthal, Damn in the background. Good. Work on your speech assignment. The second trial, the third murder. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right, because Rantaro and then you had Kaede. So there was a meth to my mad. Yeah, so, anyway, yeah, I'm very, very happy to be here. Wouldn't rather be anywhere else. Overlord, you mentioned me in the story. That's what that is. Alright.
Oh, looky here. He's online again. Come join us.
I will mention that on my story. Thank you. On the Instagram, that's what the kids are up to. In 5 years, I'm going to get on TikTok. Be like, hey guys, remember this? Oh, man. But yeah, oh gosh, I need to. This piece of absolute crap chair, the wheel broke off, so now it's like just dragging, moving up my cart. I am doing all right, Sally. How about yourself? All right. But, yeah. We have KTB Media. We started the trial. We got through, I think, like 3 parts of it. Right now, if you are tuning in fact, let's do our Dark Deva roll call. Neon moved on up. But yes, let's do roll call, and then let's dive right in. My dark Devas of destruction, we are on to the second trial in Danganronpa V3 KH. Killha is just the same amount of sills, but I'm doing KH today. And as you know, our best boy, Ryoma, was eaten by the fishies. Let us find out who did this. And just know we would not have made it this far without your very generous support. So let me give you your due. Agustin, Master Maestro, Shasta, Jason Young, Crisis Code, Neon Fish, Jane Bonbon. And for the gifters, IHRPI, Anon Nayuthal. Let us all continue on. And Jane Bonbon again. Let us all do this. Cool. Let's see. Oh yeah, I need to go to the game. Open that up. As you know. Let's see. Switching to crappy mic. I'll try to keep it down. It's a good size for my face. Alright. Oh yeah, that's right. And then we go to move. There. Oh. Switch the mic back.
For the Tanaka Empire!
There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Soup's on, boys and girls.
For the Tanaka Empire!
Naruto, what? Naruto! 10 subs, Nayuth? Thank you so much, Nayuth. Don't make me choose between you and Jay.
For the Tanaka Empire!
Just to get the stream started. I like it. Thank you very much, Shane. It's very, very... Not Jane. Oh my gosh! I'm mixing them both up! Nayuto! Thank you, Nayuto! And also, Jane, thank you. Oh. Thank you so much, Nayuto. I really appreciate it. Alright. That will inspire me to do my best. Our Class 2 trial.
For the Tanaka Empire!
Let's do our best, everybody.
For the Tanaka Empire!
We love you too, Nayuto. Alright. Now, if you were tuning in,
for the Tanaka Empire!
I should let you know where we are at. Little Dictator went hard at Magic Girl, and she was not revealing the trick, so she was making life harder on herself with that. And then,
This was accomplished using the square glass pane found in the tank.
For the Tanaka Empire!
And basically, we've spent the last little bit basically proving that it can't be her because we explained how the trick worked and a bunch of other things. So, Himiko, I think we're probably going to get off her right now, and we're going to move to wherever the winds of fate take us. So let's see it. Suichi's explaining. And he's got an Aho here today. Let's do it.
Just as I thought.
For the Tanaka Empire!
Divider, a safe space could be created in the tank.
Yeah, you little snowflakes. Get in your safe spaces. With the piranhas. Jane! Jane, thank you so much. Jane, that's very Jen.
For the Tanaka Empire!
Well, thank y'all. Thank y'all. And just for that, I left it on this thing so we can see Ryoma bound, drowned, and ready to be fish ground. I did it! I rhymed! Alright. Steel ball run. I'll never forget that. And the thing is, I was like, why did everyone have... I've told this story before, but why did everyone have such a visceral reaction to, like, try to give him an honorary name like Ryoma's Steel Tennis Balls? And then they're like, Chris, what are you doing? It wasn't until the next stream I was like, oh my god, Chris, come on. Alright. The Firm! No, that makes sense. It's about the movie The Firm. Oh gosh. Let's just continue. You're all filthy. I'm not even going to get on that one thing that happened last time.
Separated from the piranhas.
Then that means Ryoma's body was hidden in the piranha tank the whole time!
So Ryoma's body fell into the water tank with the piranhas?
Yeah. Obviously, if you go into the trial thinking it's someone, it produces different results, but I am really, really Lots of things are adding up to him.
Gonta knew it!
No, you didn't.
What is it, Gonta?
Gonta was above stage when piranhas fall. That's why Gonta sees something no one else could. When piranhas fell, Gonta sees some big thing fall into water tank with them.
000 death. Huh? Huh?
No. Now that Gonta think about it, Gonta maybe see Ryoma's body.
When the piranhas dropped from the tank, I thought I saw something bigger drop as well. The water tank on the bottom is made completely out of glass, correct? You can see what is happening through the glass. Can you really hide a body in the tank?
Even in murky water, a dead body would still be visible in a glass tank.
Unless a certain something was used to obscure the body.
Certain something?
Or someone!
We all agreed that the glass pane was used to separate the body from the piranhas, correct?
That person on Reddit's just like... Jay, as we go on, I'll make my Dangan post. Thank you. I'll do mine.
Well, that method has the added benefit of hiding the body from view.
Whoa.
How could you hide a body like that?
Oh god. Oh my god. That really came out of nowhere. Let's see. Danganronpa hands are janky, especially Kyoko's. Okay, how do you hide the body in there? Well, I mean, you jam so many effing piranhas there at the beginning. So alright. Here it is. But how do I do this? Okay. You get it what I'm saying. Where my face is where the piranhas are, and then Ryoma's on the other side. He would just jam them in.
Oh no!
They think I'm a fraud. I get that feeling all the time, Suich.
This is it!
There. I didn't see that
It
one.
was the piranhas. The piranhas were obscuring the body.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't understand why this is even a thing. I mean, like, of course, that's where they put them.
Huh? The piranhas?
That's right. Remember what Angie said during the investigation?
They increased that significantly? I didn't know piranhas fuck like rabbits.
Oh my god, Ryo.
It seemed that way, but it wasn't that the actual number of piranhas increased.
How vulgar. Did she have to say the F word? Couldn't she have said something else?
The glass pane divided the tank nearly in half, right? The piranhas got crowded together, making it look like there were more of them.
The more densely the piranhas are packed, the harder it is to see past them.
I've ever met a high schooler. Not in a while.
Because of that, it was difficult to see the body hidden in the tank.
That glass pane was the lid from the piranha tank. It was really easy to detach that lid, so it's no wonder they used it as a divider.
Gee, thanks for telling us that useless detail.
Ha ha ha! Little dicked. When you're right, you're right.
What the heck are you saying? That detail was super useful.
Oh, Tenko, I love her defending her.
Sure, the lid looks a little big, but if you set it diagonally, it would fit perfectly. Nice job, Himiko! Your explanation was awesome.
That's a pretty good sprite.
This much evidence? It seems like the body was definitely in the piranha tank.
Congrats, Himiko! Now there should be no reason for anyone to suspect you.
That'll go, Tenko. Where's my thumb go?
Really?
Yeah, because if you didn't switch places with the body, then you couldn't have killed him.
It only means we now have other suspects. You are not cleared of suspicion just yet.
Okay, but still, that's way better.
That's wonderful news, Himiko! Atua is happy.
Angie, you snake.
Apologize, Angie. You and your Atua better tell Himiko you're sorry
You
right
and your
now.
Atua. Oh gosh.
Atua is sleeping. He went to bed angry because you all doubted him.
Oh my gosh.
What a petty-ass god.
True.
No, it's okay. We shouldn't be mad at Angie. We should be mad at this class trial. At this killing game.
It's a killing game.
Oh, Himiko! Bless your sweet, kind heart.
That's what Atua said anyway.
What?
It's too bad that the handsome god went to bed angry, though.
Himiko's still brainwashed.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm not giving up just yet. This is gonna be a breeze.
Can we move on with the trial, please?
Great. Now what are we gonna do? We're back to square one.
And why are we back to square one?
Because any of us could still be the culprit. Jeez! You flunked out a tard school or something!
And that's a really easy school to stay in.
Nuh-uh. Not everyone. We can narrow it down to whoever doesn't have an alibi yet.
Eh? What alibi?
I guess I should have known a dumb whore pig like you wouldn't understand. So let me explain.
Who you calling a dumb pig?
Whore pig. I got you, little dick.
If there's this much evidence, then there's no mistake the body was hidden in the piranha tank. But for someone to plant the body in there with such limited time is pretty tricky.
That's the... My word. Boy, I can't let anyone see my lips moving. Oh, God. No, okay.
I was wrong.
Oh, God. Come on, guy. Golly, well, this crap.
Damn it.
Yeah, I agree. There we go.
That's
Got it. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yesterday, before nighttime.
Ding, ding, ding! The ultimate detective gets it right again!
Oh, wait. How do you know it was before nighttime yesterday?
Stop asking me dumbass questions. It could have been solved with the process of elimination. Jeez. Fine. I'll explain it to the itty-bitty pea-brained bitchlet.
Bitchlet. Oh my God.
Bitchlet!
Bitchlet. Oh man, that's funny. The agony.
First, the gym was closed during nighttime, so no one could have entered.
Because if you try to enter the gym at night, it'll go off.
You talking about my butthole?
What?
No, she means the alarm.
Butthole go on.
After nighttime passed, morning came. But hiding the body before the show was...
Impossible! Himiko and I were waiting in front of
Why
the
she have a
gym
gavel?
before the morning announcement.
Which leaves only one possibility. It was done before nighttime yesterday. Anyone who doesn't get this is just as stupid as the whore bitchlet over there.
Okay.
So the culprit
Sweaty boobs.
used Ryoma's corpse in the piranha tank before nighttime yesterday? Which means he was also killed during that time frame.
I like that sprite too.
Yay! Now we know what time the crime happened, right?
I still don't really get it, though. Can we narrow down the time of death a bit more?
This is it! If we can find out who last saw Ryoma alive, we can narrow down the time of death. Hirumi, you were asking everyone when they had last seen him, right?
Yes, Gonta was the last person who saw Ryoma.
What? Really?
Aren't you lucky?
And when was the last time Gonta saw Ryoma?
Welcome, Mr. Anime.
When Gonta was inviting everyone to insect meet and greet, so... Gonta think that was maybe 8 p.m.?
Ocho.
If he was last seen at 8 p.m. and was killed before nighttime officially began...
Then we can assume the crime took place between 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock at night.
Prime
So
time.
all we must do is find someone with no alibi for that time period, yes?
Talk about a PTK. Primetime killing.
Simple enough. After all, most of us were detained by Gonta then.
If I recall correctly, the only people that weren't there besides Ryoma...
That would be the four of us. Myself, Kaito, you, and also Maki.
Well, Kirumi, you would tell the truth, even if it screwed you over.
Alright, well.
I do this for everyone. It is my duty to unveil the truth, so I do not care if people suspect me.
Ah, beautiful! Your spirit of self-sacrifice is just too beautiful.
It'd be cool if Kurumi was taking care of your kid. I don't know if it's cool, but you had a baby, and it's like, oh, I guess this baby crapped in his diaper, and then Kurumi's like, it's my duty to clean that booty. Oh, continue.
I will also say this. The crime took place between 8 and 10 o'clock at night, and I was at the gym during that time. But I was only there for about 5 minutes.
Why would you even say that, though? You're tying a noose around your neck, you know.
I don't care if it was 5 seconds. It's way too suspicious that you were alone in the gym. I think the cleaning lady here is the culprit.
The cleaning lady.
You killed Ryoma, didn't you?
It's too soon to tell. We should hear what everyone has to say, right?
Fuck that noise!
But Mew, you don't have an alibi for when the crime occurred either, do you?
Think I'm suspicious? I don't even know where the gym is.
I like how he was pointing, but she was right beside him.
Doesn't telling such obvious lies make you more suspicious, Mew?
You got her, Moogs.
The other two without alibis are Kaito and Maki. Let us hear your testimonies.
I was in my research lab the whole time. I didn't go to the gym.
But that cannot be proven, can it?
No one can match my power. Jason, thank you so much, Jason. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Jason. For your Dark Dava shout out, I always add the extra G. Jason, thank you so much. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you, Jason. Never feel bad, Jason. Never feel bad. You're always welcome. And also, Jason, you're as what I like to call across the pond. And the pond is actually the Atlantic Ocean. I made that up. Kind of a clever thing I do. Thank you, Jason.
What about Kaito? Only murderers grow out creepy facial hair like mustaches and goatees.
True.
What? My goatee's not creepy. It gives me a glamorous celebrity vibe.
Anyway, among those 4, the culprit must be the one who doesn't have an alibi.
That's a weirdly played. The New World Order thing or whatever. For everyone's crotch is really weird. They look like
I apologize.
guard.
But given the circumstances, we have no choice but to suspect you.
Suspect who? Who's the culprit?
Wait up! Why are you guys suspicious of me? I've been helping the whole time!
Well, wait. I remember now. I do have an alibi.
You will see whether or not I am suspicious as the trial progresses.
I'm
No
not
way
the
I'm the
culprit.
culprit!
Okay.
was running away from Gota.
What is your alibi?
Hiding in the classroom.
When I was running from
I even tried hiding in the girls' bathroom.
Things got a little heated if you catch my
Perfect.
drift. Nothing else perfect.
What's Monkey's alibi?
Then right before nighttime, I got tired and fell asleep.
Did you really leave the gym at 9 p.m.?
I was in
Are
my
you
room
sure you did not skip the gym?
No, in my own room.
Yeah!
I heard it!
I heard it too! Wow, Chris, you are so good at a lot of things.
No, I think Kirumi is telling the truth. Kokichi's story proves it.
Don't smoke, kids. Thank you, Jane. Well, I also like whenever she was lecturing him, he was like,
Kirumi at 9 p.m.
he finally
and
was
they were
like,
together
I gotta
until
go.
nighttime.
Gonta went to the gym to catch Himiko and Angie 5 minutes before 9 o'clock. After I left Gonta's lab, I ran into Kirumi. I'm pretty sure Kirumi stayed at the gym 5 minutes till 9 o'clock.
This information could have been told to us beforehand.
Sorry, forgot. I definitely didn't keep it a secret to make the trial more interesting.
He's actually pretty smart,
Forgot?
though.
It seems far more plausible that you were telling another lie.
Unlike robots, we meatbags can't pull out our memories from our hard drive.
Or a tape.
Was that supposed to offend me? Your irrationality fills me with pity.
Oh, wow.
If I am the culprit, that would mean I killed Ryoma within 5 minutes. Transported him to the gym, and hid him in the piranha tank. This seems highly unlikely.
If you called Ryoma out to the gym and killed him there, you wouldn't need to move him. All you would have to do is hide him in the piranha tank.
Gonta was in the midst of heading to the gym to capture Angie. Are you claiming I took advantage of that and called Ryoma for a rendezvous at the gym?
That would be pretty difficult. We should probably look at other possibilities.
Maybe someone snuck into the gym while Kirumi and I were busy talking.
The only ones capable of that are the other three with no alibis.
Mew, Kaito, and Maki!
Man, not looking good.
You're including me too?
But there's
Woman
actually
weapon.
one person we can rule out of the suspects list.
Right? There's one person who's totally not suspicious. Say who it is already.
That's it!
Kokichi, you're talking about Mew, right?
What? Mew?
Yeah,
Not
you can
Mew
take her off the
too.
list. She actually has an alibi.
Which is a Pokemon!
Booyah! Suck it, nerds!
Booyah, suck it,
Wait a
nerds.
sec. Since when does she have an alibi?
If you compare everyone's statements, there's no other possibility.
Suck it, nerds.
girl walking around half naked?
Who else could it be but the horny exhibitionist Mew?
We can't just jump to conclusions like that. He just saw a shadow, right? That could have been anyone walking around in women's underwear, even me.
That'd be a whole different issue.
No,
Don't you
it's
judge.
Mew, without a doubt. Mew and Gonta's statements prove it.
I see. It sounds like Gonta got an eyeful,
What? Why the heck were you in your underwear, Mew?
So happy.
Well, because, I'm pretty stacked, so
Pretty sad.
I figured I'd take my clothes off so Gonta would be too flustered to touch me. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, you cockroaches! Anyway, I think the blood rushed to both of Gonta's heads because he got super embarrassed.
Yeah. Mew was in her underwear, and Gonta got weird feeling. So Gonta ran away.
Well, when you got the body of a goddess, it's only natural to want to flaunt it. I show my panties to the boys all the time. And I mean all the time.
Oh my god.
So you're welcome, Gonta. Think of me during your next tug session.
Most of that was unintelligible nonsense, but it would seem that Mew has an actual alibi.
Yep, it took a while, but at least we got everyone's alibis cleared up. We should remember all of this in case we need to recall these events again.
That leaves Kaito and Maki as the only ones with no alibis.
Then one of them must be the culprit. But which one, I wonder? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Guess the culprit by it.
Hold up! Don't decide just yet!
Maybe we should determine the sequence of events. The culprit
No, we should do something more fun. And I have the perfect idea. We narrowed it down to 2 people, and one of those 2 is the culprit, right?
Yeah.
Since we don't have to randomly accuse each other, finding the truth just got much easier. So let's find the truth with a more effective method.
And what is this effective method?
If one of them is the culprit, then the innocent one should know who the guilty one is. Yeah? Because if you know you're not the culprit, then you can just accuse the other person.
Yes, that is true.
Which means there is one person among us who definitely knows who the culprit is. To that someone who knows, do your best to convince us. Work harder.
Work harder?
Have the 2 argue for their innocence. That's how we'll decide our culprit.
Even if we did that, wouldn't they just pass the blame back and forth?
And...
Huh?
You guys talk about cooperation and teamwork, but you're all afraid. You're too scared to point your fingers at others, so you hide behind the word trust. How do you expect to find the culprit when you're all worried about each other's feelings? If you're planning to expose a liar, then you have to corner them psychologically. Only then will they reveal their true self as a liar, hiding beneath a layer of deceit!
Oh, wow.
If we want to find the liar, I suggest that the two suspects argue
Yeah, you
against
said
each
that
other.
multiple times. Let's just do it.
No more pointless deductions. All we need is for them to fight for their lives. So let's host an argument that's totally not boring but super fun! We'll catch the culprit in their lies when we find a contradiction. We'll scare the culprit until they screw up! That's how a true class trial works. Right, Monokuma?
A development like that would liven things up a bit!
Yep, I totes agree.
Oh.
You're agreeing with Monokuma? Just whose side are you on?
Little Monokums.
I'm on your side. I don't want to die either, you know. That's why we need to take this seriously. A hot debate to smoke out the liar.
Smoking.
And how do you expect us to start this?
If you guys need some help getting started, I can give out the first topic. Our first topic is this! Ta-da!
The Cubs pad.
Not just any Cubs pad, but the one given to our latest victim, Ryoma. When we started investigating, I went straight to his room to borrow it.
So, it wasn't the culprit who took the video from his room. It was you.
And the reason why I brought it out just for this occasion is... because one of these two had Ryoma's motive video. Dun dun dun!
Dun dun dun.
One of these two had it?
And for us to figure that out, we need to know who this motive video belongs to. Take a guess, everyone! Whose motive video did Ryoma have?
I bet it'd be Maki, because Kaito, we have Kaitos.
That's it! It was Maki's motive video, right?
Oh, how did you ever guess? Ooh, I know! It's because the motive video that you have belongs to Kaito. Process of elimination wins again. The obvious answer was Maki, right?
Is that true, Shuichi?
Yes, you're right.
And what about that? Just because Ryoma had my motive video, that doesn't make me the culprit.
Finally, you said something! This is how a debate should be. I only brought up the motive video to make you talk.
Excuse me?
Okay, now that we got the party rolling, let's get you and Kaito ready to argue. Remember, if you're not the culprit, then that means the other one is. Got that? Let's start this extreme death debate. Tear up the other's lies, rip each other apart.
Wait just a minute. What are you trying
Quit
to...
screwing around! We don't need to debate who's a culprit!
Oh, wow.
I'm not the culprit! That's for sure.
The best defense is a strong offense.
Which means...
Kaito, wait. Maybe Kokichi is wrong. Maybe he...
But Maki isn't the culprit either.
Huh?
What?
Huh? Really? You're saying neither of you are the culprit? Then what would be the point of this whole debate?
Who cares about that? All I know is that neither me or Maki are the culprit. It's just a hunch I've got.
Hunch?
Now Omar looks kind of
Are you being serious? You do know all our lives are on the line here, right? And you're betting our lives on just a hunch?
You don't get it. This isn't just any hunch. This is an official hunch from the Kaito Momota, Luminary of the Stars.
What?
How illogical. This is even more difficult to comprehend than Kokichi's antics.
You're totally not serious. You can't be that stupid, right?
No, he might actually be that stupid.
Tengo.
Damn idiot!
A Tuadan's idiot!
Tuadam.
Hey, don't call me an idiot! Anyway, me and Maki aren't the culprit. There's no doubt about it. I believe in Maki.
You what?
You believe in her? But based on what?
Were they smooching?
Huh? I don't gotta base it on anything. No matter where the clues point. In the end, the only thing that matters is what I believe, right? Whether I believe or not. Whether I want to believe or not. That's the only thing that matters.
Highly illogical.
So, you do not have any evidence?
Only baseless conjecture.
But I totally get where he's coming from, because I want to believe in Himiko too.
Wanting to believe in someone is a beautiful act, yes. However, it is a sentiment that has no place in a class trial.
He's an idiot after all.
It's okay to be idiot, as long as you believe in people.
Not quite true.
Guys, I said don't call me an idiot. It really hurts my feelings.
Oh. Heh, it's true. I like how Suichi went in his head like, heh, it's true. Is he just playing on my heartstrings? Seems like what he's doing. You gotta believe! Parappa the Rapper. Who the hell was that? Nobody texting me.
I'll believe in Maki as well.
What?
That's our Kaito, right? Making us think with our hearts.
You too? How could the ultimate detective believe in someone without proof?
But there's no proof linking Maki or Kaito to this crime either. I believe in innocent until proven guilty. For now, they are innocent.
But their alibi.
Right on,
It's gotta be
Shuichi.
one.
I knew I picked a good sidekick.
Kaido is playing us all like a bunch of figs.
And by the way, I might be the ultimate detective, but I'm in training.
Little detective.
I told you that, didn't I? I'm just an apprentice, not a real detective.
Yeah, because his uncle's Kyoko. And he threw her in the slammer.
How do you plan to get closer to the truth without suspecting either of them? Unless you have evidence to the contrary, these two will remain suspect.
So I just have to turn it around, right?
Huh?
It's not like I owe that idiot a favor or anything just because he defended me. But that hopeless idiot may have encouraged me a bit.
Seriously! seriously, enough's enough! Stop calling me an idiot!
What are you trying to say, Maki? I didn't want to say anything, but I can't stay silent forever. So I'll tell you.
Oh, tell us what?
I met up with Ryoma during nighttime yesterday.
Oh, wow, that's a bomb. Of the shell variety.
With Ryoma? At nighttime?
Bum, bum, bum.
So Ryoma was still alive at nighttime?
I thought the crime took place between 8 and 10 o'clock at night.
But that's wrong, because I met up with Ryoma during nighttime.
Oh, hell yeah, you did.
If that's true, then we have no basis for suspecting only Kaito and Maki.
That's right. Everyone suspected them, because they have alibis for those times.
That means me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
Quit fucking around! You think I'm dumb enough to swallow that line of crap?
Yes, this seems too convenient.
But why did Maki wait until now to mention that?
It's totally obvious! Maki's so desperate that she has to lie.
Intermish. Now we get some Monocum Theater. Yes. Alright. We'll take a break. I just want to make sure I can leave you with some music. To an adventure. 1 and 2.
The hell you saying?
You got a condom ad? I do not choose them. It's a bit risque. Wow. I'm sorry. Oh man, maybe they're judging off the potty mouth in this game. I'm sorry, not like that.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
I see you're watching Tergliafera. You must have an active love life. Yeah. I'm Joe Cool over here.
Now then.
Bye, Neon. Have a good dinner.
The hell you saying?
Nonsense. Alright, we back.
Another shocking truth revealed.
Back to square one. Square one? If square one, they wouldn't have got eaten by the competition.
Oh, that's a big strike on you,
After
Enix.
that terrible movie, they had no other choice.
Oh my god. Square Pictures. I went and saw that dreadful Final Fantasy movie in the theaters. I was so stoked. Because my friends and I in high school, or like in middle school, all growing up like, you should make a great movie. And that movie was absolute horse crap. It was really bad. It was basically like, the worst part was the weapons they used against the ghosts actually strengthened the ghost, but they kept using the weapon. It was so stupid.
Wow! What does that mean?
It means he doesn't want to get involved in another pointless argument, like this one.
God, that movie was
We shouldn't
awful.
listen to
So
anything
boring.
Maki says. She's just gonna throw out more lies.
But if we don't ask her for more details, how will we know for sure?
I told you already, we don't need to. I hate liars. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
You're one to talk.
Give him the business,
Maki,
Miko.
just ignore that lying little degenerate. We'll listen to what you have to say.
It must have been a little after midnight last night. He visited me at my research lab. He wanted me to show him the motive video that I received.
Motive video?
If Ryoma came to ask about that, does that mean you had his motive video?
As I recall, Ryoma had Maki's motive video, correct? Does this mean you and Ryoma received one another's motive video?
I actually didn't check the one I got, so I wouldn't know.
Maki admitted earlier that she hadn't checked her Cubs pad.
Then why did Ryoma think that Maki had his motive video?
If he went around asking at random, he might have asked some people besides Maki.
He never asked me. He probably never asked you guys either, right?
Then, who was it that told Ryoma about his Cubs pad?
It's you!
I did it! Oh my god! I always fail those things.
Kokichi.
Got it! 1 out of 13 chances. Most people wouldn't take those odds, but those aren't tea. Let's get 10.
So, you saw the motive videos. Did you tell Ryoma that Maki had his?
When males get this quiet, they're either caught in a lie or thinking dirty thoughts.
Yeah.
What happened then, Maki? After Ryoma asked you for his motive video?
I told Ryoma just to take it from my room. I keep my room unlocked.
Good to know.
Hey, Maki, that's super careless. Aren't you scared someone might kill you in your sleep?
What if she had said that and like Suichi just was like, good to know? And it was like, what? What do you mean? Weird thing to say, Suichi.
And then what happened?
I don't know what happened after that. I'm not even sure if he saw his motive video. When he asked me, he said that he would show me my motive video in return. But I wasn't interested, so I declined. And that's pretty much it.
So you don't even know if Ryoma saw his motive video? What a bunch of crap.
If Maki met with Ryoma at nighttime, that proves he was still alive then. Which means, even though we don't have alibis from 8 to 10, Maki and me aren't suspects.
If that story is true.
It's true.
Then why did you wait until now to bring that up?
I didn't say anything until now because I wasn't in the mood to be suspected.
Suspected? What for?
Murder?
Hirumi said it earlier. seems that Ryoma and I had each other's motive videos. That's pretty fishy, right? So I didn't want to mention it to avoid suspicion.
You didn't say anything because you weren't in the mood?
It is quite selfish to keep this information hidden because you were not in the mood.
Well, whatever. Either way, let's just believe Maki.
Yes, yes! Those who believe shall be saved!
No, we need to wait. There is still more to confirm.
Well then, why don't we ask Kokichi?
Oh, that's right. Take him to him.
Huh? What
Bet
now?
she's gonna start crying.
You never answered my question. Were you the one who told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video?
Is that really important?
Yes, it is important. Because if Kokichi told Ryoma, it becomes more likely that Ryoma visited Maki during nighttime.
I see. Kokichi's response may help corroborate Maki's testimony.
Now you understand why I don't want your charade. I want the truth.
Well, Kokichi, did you tell Ryoma?
You said it earlier. I don't want to die, right? If you really don't want to die, then you better tell us the truth.
Here comes the dramatic turnabout. Now I'm the one pressured by Maki.
Ass.
Okay, it's true. I told Ryoma.
Just as I thought.
But that's not a bad thing, right? He wanted to know, so I told him.
Have you seen everyone's motive video?
No, not yet. I was gonna wait until we hosted like a movie screening party. I just checked who had whose so I could give them back to everyone after.
I see.
Anyway, if Kokichi told Ryoma that, then he must have gone to see Maki. That means Maki's telling the truth. Ryoma was alive during nighttime.
No, we cannot be too sure about that yet. Even if Ryoma and Maki did meet, it does not mean it was during nighttime yesterday.
So you still suspect me?
I am saying it could still be a possibility. If there is still a small chance of you being the culprit, then I cannot trust you entirely.
I don't think,
Because everyone's lives are at stake.
we can't kill Maki. We haven't seen her lab yet.
Which is it? A lie or not lie?
A lie or
She's not
not?
lying. Can't you tell just by looking at her?
If it was that easy, we'd be done by now. No. This is a world of lies and betrayal.
Betrayal got him.
Himiko! It breaks my heart to hear you say depressing things!
Oh gosh.
I find Maki's testimony suspicious. It's far too convenient for her.
Oh, that's
This
right.
is
We did not see
difficult to
Rantower's
determine.
lab.
Maki is lying. Like I said before, a liar like me knows their own kind.
This is,
I'm not lying. I did meet up with Ryoma during nighttime. I'm telling the truth.
standing guard just outside of her lab. Alright, well, I'm done labbing. I better guard it from the outside.
met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that this meeting took place, then there is no reason to believe your testimony, I'm afraid.
As expected, Maki is lying to us. If you can't prove your claim, then it's the same as an outright lie!
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Oh shit! Sorry.
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone.
Short controlled burst.
Did anyone see those two
together? Surely they would have come forward already.
Shit.
If
That
no one can
hurts.
prove place,
Yeah! Lie to tell the truth. Perjury!
I might not be able to prove they met, but I can prove Maki wasn't alone.
Perjury. Perjury.
Well, Kaito and I train together every night. And yesterday, because of the insect meet and greet, we started late. Huh? Ah, Kaito, don't worry. You don't have to say anything. Anyway, we were doing some frog squats on the school stairs.
Oh god, I did some of those.
When we heard two people talking.
People talking?
We knew one of them was Maki, but we couldn't pick out the other one. But now that I think about it, it must have been Ryoma.
How could you not? Like, he's 3.5 feet tall. He's clearly... No one remotely looks at him. I mean, unless you're getting him mixed up with a Monica.
What?
Yeah, maybe. That was probably around midnight.
Wait a minute! If you heard their voices, then that means...
Oh, just heard the voice.
So Ryoma and Maki did meet up.
Yeah, Ryoma's voice is...
No, hold up! Why'd you sit on that info for so long?
Think about Ryoma's voice compared to the rest of them. Everyone else has these, like... They sound like that. And Ryoma's like... I sound really effing cool all the time. Yeah. So you would know it was Ryoma.
Because until just now, I didn't think it was relevant. I had no reason to bring it up.
Now. We don't know if Maki was really talking to Ryoma, right?
That is true. If I knew for certain, I would have said so sooner.
Allow me to clear this up. Ryoma pops up on screen and it's like, what? Danganronpa 4. That's going to be something that happens. Somebody comes to their own trial. And then someone else dies, and you have a trial for that. Trial 3. That's a good twist, trial 3.
But considering the circumstances, I can't imagine it being anyone but Ryoma. None of us were talking to Maki last night, correct? So it must have been him.
And nobody say you suddenly remember talking to Maki. It's way too late for that.
And you two did not confirm who Maki was talking to at the time? If I overheard a conversation in the middle of the night, I surely would have
He's
checked.
always go freaking masturbate, gentlemen.
We are still part of a killing game after all.
It's a killing game.
Whoa, chill out. Why the scary face? That was my bad, but it's not really manly to eavesdrop, you know?
Yeah, that's what little sissies do.
So uncool.
Anyway, I know that we heard those voices. Maki is not lying.
Then Gonta will believe friends.
You're gonna believe him? Just like that? But Shuichi has no reason to lie.
Yes. If his lie leads us to the wrong culprit, he will join us in eternal sleep. Unless he wishes for death, we should be able to believe him.
Oh, wait,
That's
what
right.
about Gonta?
You can believe me.
What about Gonta for this one? He's strong, because a lot of the things I'm doing involve, like, climbing. And he was going in and out of the insect lab, wrangling people up. So, I mean... It's something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, you're right. I'll believe him too. Belief shall set you free.
I'd be so surprised if Shuichi was a liar. Especially after we believed him for so long. We wouldn't be able to trust anyone anymore. Well, it's not like he's lying anyway.
He knows, he knows.
Alright, that proves it then. Ryoma was still alive during nighttime. In other words, me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
No, you're still suspects.
I guess that means everyone's alibis no longer matter, yes?
So, everyone is culprit again?
So, we're right back where we started.
However, it should be clear now that the crime occurred after nighttime began.
Yeah, that's frustrating. Do you remember that earlier question I got wrong? And so they made me pick the wrong answer. If it's actually after nighttime, I picked the right one with my hypothesis. That's bullshit. No, you have to be wrong at this point. Because you have to be thinking this way. Because I like, you know my theory with the zip line and everything. I did have a way of knowing, because I think I've got a firm grasp on what happened. Remember, you drowned Ryoma in that sink. Blub, blub, blub. Somebody put a clip of that. Drowned him in a sink. Blub, blub, blub. I'm struggling.
But then when was Ryoma's body placed inside the piranha tank?
Well, the gym is locked at nighttime, so it must have been the next morning, but...
That's not possible. Himiko and I were at the gym, remember?
So did we fuck up by thinking the body got stuffed into the piranha tank?
I don't think so. We have evidence to prove that's what happened.
Agreed, Kibo.
And when did the culprit throw the body into the piranha tank?
The only time they could have done it was during nighttime, huh?
Did you forget the gym's not open at nighttime, Dick Cheese?
Dick Cheese?
Dick Cheese.
But that's the only possibility, because by morning we were already at the gym.
It may be possible they slipped by without you noticing.
No one can slip by me. I'm known far and wide as the snoozing sorceress. What a terrible title for a god.
Are you
Oh,
positive
Moog,
that you did
sounds
not
very
see
funny.
it? You cannot enter the gym at nighttime.
Himiko would have seen it. She might strike out, but she always keeps her eye on the ball.
I don't even play baseball.
But we can't disobey school rules, right? The body was probably moved in the morning.
Calm down, everyone. Gonta sure if we discuss disagreement.
I see through your arguments.
Whoa.
Disagreement? What? A disagreement?
Oh, wow.
You mean you're split down the middle again? Then the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds!
Yippee! We've been waiting for this!
Jeez. We gotta do that whole crazy thing again?
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
Is it not possible you simply missed the culprit?
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the gym at night.
Kaito, rules probably don't apply to corpses, you know.
The piranha tank is too far from the gym's entrance.
I got this! You might be able to reach the tank from the window above the
I
stage.
forgot what they had.
But pool next to gym also off limits at night.
Maki!
Entering the pool at night's what's off limits, not the pool area itself.
But should we trust Maki's testimony in the first place?
Tenko!
It's okay, because we have Shuichi's testimony too.
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement? Did the culprit move the body just before—
I got this! You might be able to reach the tank from the window above the stage.
Oh wait, that's not right.
Is it not possible you simply missed the culprit? Kimiko!
We were right in front of the door. There's no way we could have missed them.
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the gym.
Kaito, rules probably don't apply to corpses, you know.
The piranha tank is too far from the gym's entrance.
I got this! You might be able to reach the tank from the window above the stage.
But pool next to gym also off limits at
Tenko!
Oh
It's
shit.
okay, because we have Shuichi's testimony too.
But should we trust Maki's testimony?
Tenko!
It's okay, because we have Shuichi's testimony too.
Did the culprit move the—
Alright, shoot, okay.
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
Kaito, rules probably don't...
Golly, I don't know with this one.
Is it not possible you simply missed Kimiko?
We were right
Oh,
in front of the
announcement,
door.
announcement.
There's no way we could have missed
Okay, that's it. I know.
The rules state that you can't enter the gym.
Kaito, rules probably don't apply to
Announcement's the
corpses,
first
you know.
one. I got
The
it. I
piranha
got.
tank is too—
I got this! You might be able to reach the tank from the window above the stage.
But pool next to gym.
Maki!
Entering the pool at night's what's off
Oh yeah,
limits,
it's
not
the
pool
first one
area
that always
itself.
trips me up.
But should we trust Maki's testimony?
Tenko!
It's okay, because we have Shuichi's testimony too.
Did the culprit—
Alright, there we go.
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
There we go.
I was in front of the gym with the others, before the announcement.
Is it not possible you simply missed the culprit? Kimiko!
We were right in front of the door. There's no way we could have missed them.
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter.
Kaito, rules probably don't apply to corpses, you know.
This is kind of really easy.
The piranha tank is too far from—
I got this! You might be able to reach the tank from the window
Is
above
it? Is
the
does
stage.
anyone else on this game super easy?
But pool next to gym.
Maki!
Entering the pool at night's what's off limits, not the pool area itself.
But should we trust
Tenko!
It's okay, because we have Shuichi's testimony too.
Oh.
It's
true that you cannot enter the gym at nighttime, but a corpse could. I am positive that the window was how the culprit moved the body.
That window's higher than the piranha tank, and it's pretty close by. The curtains might have been closed, but the window was open the whole investigation.
That means it was certainly possible to put the body in the piranha tank from the window.
However, I'm also positive the pane dividing the piranha tank was set up beforehand.
That certainly couldn't be tossed in. It would need to be placed carefully.
Even if the culprit were to throw the body from outside the window, the window is far too high. It cannot be reached from the floor.
My hypothesis is gonna come to fruition.
Ryoma was small. Gonta could have chucked him easy.
Gonta would never chuck
Yes,
friend.
but Gonta wouldn't do that. Gentlemen not chuck dead bodies.
Being a gentleman has nothing to do with it.
I know! They used the ladder in the gym! You tested it out while you were investigating, Shuichi. That ladder reached the window, right? So the culprit just needed to put the body through the window to pull it off, right?
Oh, shit. Golly!
Damn it!
God damn it. I don't recall the ladder.
The only reason the ladder reached the window was because it was on the stage.
Oh.
If you used the ladder on the pool side, it would not quite make it. The ladder could barely reach the window when it was on the stage. And there is nothing on the pool side of the gym as tall as the stage. Finally, the ladder was found in the gym, correct? If the culprit used the ladder on the pool side, we wouldn't have found it in the gym.
And you couldn't have thrown the ladder back through the window because it's too heavy. Then Gonta used his tard strength to throw the ladder over the body or something.
Gentlemen not throw dead bodies. Or ladders.
The body could not have been thrown into the piranha tank to begin with. It would need to be placed carefully to prevent the glass pane from shifting.
Got it, Musclehead? Even if we injected tons of steroids into you, it'd be impossible!
Sorry, you're right.
You didn't need to apologize, Gonta.
How the culprit moved the body from the window. Ha! You guys don't even know that? What a bunch of dimwits.
Do you have the answer then?
But of course.
But of course.
Tell him, Shuichi. Blow him all away with the truth.
Tell him, Shuichi.
I actually don't know that yet.
Tell him now.
What?
The culprit definitely moved the body through the window, but I don't know how.
Seriously?
Serves you right. You just made a fool out of yourself after acting all high and mighty.
Winnie lips.
Dudes just need to shut up and take their licks.
What are we gonna do, Shuichi? We gotta figure this out or we're done for. Hey, you gotta do something, Shuichi!
I know. I have to do something, but...
Oh gosh. I'm no good. Very bad at this. I can't.
I don't think it really matters how the body got into the piranha tank.
Gonta thinks it matter. We won't know culprit's trick unless we figure out...
We're getting sidetracked. It doesn't matter how it was done, just who did it. We shouldn't focus on where we found the body. Instead, we need to focus on where he was killed.
Where he was killed?
Wouldn't it be more efficient if we focused on the murder scene instead?
Thank you, Carmen.
Yes, that's it. We were so caught up in where the body was found, when we should have been thinking about where the murder occurred.
The murder scene would definitely have more clues about the culprit. Why didn't anyone realize this yet? That's strange.
Just like life.
Perhaps the culprit steered the conversation away from that topic.
Then, culprit is someone in this room.
Oh my god.
Well then, let's discuss the crime scene to figure out who the culprit is.
That's not a bad idea for a robot. The last time I heard such a good idea was
Tenko's gonna come in. Someone for...
when Muno told me to move in with her under the bridge to get out of the cold.
Wait, what?
Himikawa under the bridge?
What is this? What was that?
Thank you, Maki. That was a helpful insight.
I can't believe you didn't notice that. I guess that's why you're still an apprentice. First, let's establish the crime scene.
Wasn't it the dorm room? Ryoma was relaxing in his room when he got attacked.
Oh wait, what? There it is. Okay.
Cause of death was drowning. There's nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
Drowning toilets? Impossible!
We should consider places where water is stored.
The only place that fits is the pool. Even if you use magic, there's no other way.
Well, it must be the pool then.
Nah, that little turd drowned in the toilet.
Shut your mouth, you noisy Sal.
Sal!
First, let's establish the crime scene.
Wasn't it the dorm room? Ryoma
that's
was
weird.
relaxing in his room when he got attacked.
But the cause of death was...
That's right, it was.
There's nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
Drowning toilets? Impossible!
We should should consider places where water is stored.
The only place that fits is the pool.
God, I want.
If you use magic, there's no other way.
Well, it must be the...
I want to use the scratch sink. What? Am I supposed to have scratch sink? Is there a bug in the game?
Pool then.
Nah, that little turd drowned in the toilet.
Shut your mouth, you noisy sow.
Ah, Sal!
Confirm, Sal. Oh God!
Let's establish the crime scene.
Wasn't it the dorm room? Ryoma was relaxing in his room when you got attacked.
But the cause of death was
Oh God.
drowning. There's nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
Wait, I can't do grabbies in this one, can I? Okay.
Toilets? Impossible!
We should consider places where water is stored.
The only place that fits is the pool.
Oh God.
First, let's establish the crime scene.
Wasn't it the dorm room? Ryoma was relaxing
Oh,
in his
that's
room
right.
when you got attacked.
But the cause of death was drowning.
It was.
There's nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
Drowning toilets? Impossible!
We should consider places where water is stored.
The only place that fits is the pool.
I missed it.
Even if
God.
you use magic, there's no other way.
Well, it must be the pool then.
Nah, that little turd drowned in the toilet.
Shut your mouth, you noisy sow.
Ah, Sal!
That was the last one. Okay.
First, let's establish the crime scene.
Wasn't
Right.
it the dorm room? Ryoma was relaxing in his room when you got attacked.
But the cause of death was drowning. There's nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
Drowning toilets? Impossible!
We should consider places where water is stored.
The only place that fits is the pool.
Yes!
That's wrong!
Oh, thank God. That was drawing a blank.
The pool could not have been the scene of the murder. Ryoma was killed at nighttime.
Ooh, gosh, yes.
No swimming is allowed at nighttime, so a living person could not have gone in.
Yeah, a dead body is fine because it's just an object. If a living person entered the pool, I think I might cry.
Cry as loud as you want. I'll cry with you. We can spend the night together crying.
Gosh. Monophony is kinda cool. I love her.
Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure.
In the morning after, I'll write goodbye on your mirror in lipstick before I quietly leave.
Only after you leave do I realize how much you really mean to me.
Quit being so gloomy. This is the year of the Jets. Fuck the Patriots.
I guess he's Jersey and not Boston. This is the year of the Jets. Never. I mean, I can't talk. I'm a Bengals fan. But yeah, F the Patriots.
Anyway, we can conclude it's impossible for him to have drowned in the pool.
Where was Ryoma killed if not pool? Is there other place where water can be stored?
This is it!
The sink in Ryoma's lab. There were distinct scratch marks on it.
Scratch marks on the sink?
And I believe those scratches were caused by...
The Patriots fan. Hey, listen, Patriots fans can be here. Steelers fans cannot.
This is it!
The handcuffs. They were scratched as well, correct?
Well, yeah. Sort of look like they've been scraped against something.
There's also the fact that the handcuffs were from Ryoma's lab. The marks on the sink came from the handcuffs in the same room. The size and shape of the scratches are consistent with the handcuffs, I'm sure.
How did those handcuffs get from the lab to the water tank?
Because Ryoma was wearing them, right?
Yes, though they were only visible for a brief moment when Ryoma appeared in the tank. I am certain he was wearing the handcuffs at the time.
The handcuffs were left after the piranhas devoured Ryoma.
So, the culprit handcuffed Ryoma and drowned him in his lab sink.
Ryoma must have been pretty yummy. They chomped up his entire body. Arms, legs, brain.
Saying disgusting things. I don't want to hear it.
That crunchy texture with the fatty parts just right. Then when they bite down, it gushes.
Stop! Please stop!
But how did culprit handcuff Ryoma? He could have used Shukuchi method to get away, unless someone ambushed him?
It's possible they knocked him out before handcuffing him. Though there's no way we can be sure, now that he's not but bones.
Not but bones.
I doubt he was ambushed. I'm pretty sure the culprit got Ryoma by... whoops. Don't pay attention to little old me. I'm just talking to myself.
When you talk to yourself, pretend you're eating and chew with your mouth closed. Otherwise, you'll get a mouthful of peanut butter squid. It's so disgusting you'll laugh.
What the hell?
So we all agree Ryoma was drowned in the sink in his lab, right?
What was that?
That sink could have held enough water to do it for sure.
That was weird.
All right, I'm calling it. The crime scene is Ryoma's fucking research lab.
But how did the culprits carry his body to the gym from there? Isn't Ryoma's lab on the 3rd floor of the academy?
It's actually not far at all. Although, perhaps it's more accurate to say there's a shortcut.
Was there a shortcut?
There!
There! The window!
The shortcut is the window in Ryoma's lab.
The window?
To the wall!
That's right. None of the windows in this school open. Except the one in Ryoma's lab. And on top of that, the window faced the pool. you could see the gym straight across.
Do you think the culprit dropped Ryoma's body into the pool area from the lab window? Then they could have thrown the body into the piranha tank through the gym window. How's that? Mission complete!
Your explanation contradicts some things we discussed earlier. The gym window was too high to reach from the poolside, even if one used the ladder.
That's right! I apologize! I must go on a journey to reflect on this!
We keep hitting dead ends, since we don't know how the body was thrown into the gym.
Well, that didn't really give us any info about the crime.
Ooh! Before I play Sight Taxi, I'll be right back. I'm taking a quick break with this. Let's go cruising, USA. Okay. The escort. We're picking up a whole lot of escorts. Oh shit. Get in, girl. We're cruising. Oh, I can steer with the mouse, too. Thanks, Carmen. Did I just answer that one? Pass through the center. Why did they ask me the same question twice? Out of my way, Grandma. Oh, shit. I gotta hit him on Akuma, guys. I did it. Yeah, I did it on purpose. Yeah. Let's go, Suichi. 2 girls is alright, but for a real man like you, let's get a third. Get in, girl.
I've got it! Ryoma's body was moved directly from his lab to the gym.
Directly? Don't tell me they threw the body from window to window.
From the window to the window.
I mean, we're talking about a body. It's not like tossing a baseball, you know.
He kind of does remind me of Leon, doesn't he?
No, I don't believe he was thrown, but perhaps another way.
What do you mean another way? There's no other way to move it.
The culprit must have used some kind of equipment.
Huh? Equipment?
With this equipment, they can connect the 2 windows and move the body to the gym.
Ropey.
There!
There.
The rope found behind the gym stage could have been used to connect the windows.
Oh, there was a mysterious mystery about that rope that only Actua can reveal. What mysterious mystery? During last night's preparations for the show, that rope was in the wing of the stage. But the next morning, the rope had been moved backstage for some reason. It's a mysterious mystery. Only Actua knows the answer.
So, during nighttime, someone used the rope, then threw it into the gym window?
Neon, can you DM me that comic? That sounds really funny. Was he just like, like whatever stares at him?
So they did use the rope. That's how they bridged the distance between both windows.
Is the rope long enough to reach both windows?
The rope is roughly 65 feet in length. As for the distance between the windows, according to the sign of the pool, the width of the pool is roughly 35 feet. And the distance from the edges of the pool to the windows is an additional 16 feet. Altogether, the sum total length from one window to the other is roughly 50 feet.
And pool is only thing between research lab and gym windows.
And pool.
You bet it's long enough. That's what she said.
Wait, who said that?
Even if the rope was long enough,
That's true!
it'd be hard to tie them to the windows.
Both windows were too high to reach. It would be like tying a rope from one cliff to another.
If the windows were closer together, then they could toss the rope across. But they're not.
No, Gonta think it would work. Just need one more rope.
Another rope? There was only one though.
Oh, then it's impossible. Sorry.
Thanks, Vince.
This is it! The tennis net cable from Ryoma's lab could serve as a rope.
How long is it?
About 50 feet or so. But how do they use it?
Okay, so... First, culprit hang rope outside of one window. Then, culprit move to other side. And tie cable to other window. Then, after tying to each window, culprit tie rope and cable together. That how culprit make one rope that reach both windows.
Wow! That's amazing, Gonta! You're so knowledgeable.
Ooh, is this a ship?
Nothing. Gonta use rope
Mugi and Gonta? That's a ship, guys.
Even if they did connect the windows with a rope, they can't carry a body.
Everyone's shipping them.
Eureka! I got it! Thomas Edison once said that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. But in my case, it's 100% inspiration!
You get it. Just tell us already.
They handcuffed the body to the rope and slid it from one window to the other.
I agree, Mio.
The body would reach the gym window, but it wouldn't land in the piranha tank. Stop making such dumbass comments and keep your smelly breath in your dirty mouth.
Tarzan? But they also had to put the body in the piranha tank after they moved it, huh?
That is not feasible with just one rope.
Maybe the rope wasn't the only equipment the culprit used.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Neon.
Well, anyway, it would have been pretty difficult to get that body in the piranha tank. They wouldn't just throw it. The trick was a super crucial part of the culprit's plan. The culprit must have carefully placed the body into the tank with their own hands. But is there really a way to do that?
Kokichi, are you hinting at something?
Huh? Hint? What hint? Don't confuse me with your talk of hinting hints.
All right, Shuichi. The stage is finally set.
What?
Listen up. Do a good job here, and I'll be able to put an end to this trial. It all starts with you. You be the opening act, and I'll be the main event. And then together, we're gonna save everyone.
Together?
Together, Trevor.
You got this. After all, you are my sidekick. I believe in you, so I'm gonna leave the rest to you.
Yeah.
Ropies, Ropes, Roto, Rowing. No, of course that. Everyone thinks I'm a fraud. Okay, rope word. Let's just get the E. Rope tie. Rope tie! Is that a word? Rope war. Rope war. Ropey, rope. Yeah. Oh my god. Rope vest. Rope. Win. Rope wins. Ropeway. It's on the ropeway. Ropeway, what the hell? Ropeway? That's not a word. No one's ever said ropeway.
That's it. The culprit used something like a ropeway to move the body.
A ropeway, huh? Are you sure about that?
Don't act like anyone here has ever used the term ropeway.
Drain damage or something? You'd need some kind of vessel to use on a ropeway, and we don't have that!
I'm pretty good. Was that the ropeway? My way or the ropeway? Hey, Goose. Yeah, that's something I want to do. Ooh, tire. Tire!
It's the inner tube. The rubber inner tube we found floating in the pool.
The inner tube?
Remember the inner tube we found in the pool with a rope on one side? Maybe the rope was originally tied on both sides.
Thank you, everyone.
The culprit made a ropeway by hanging the tube from the rope connecting the windows. And because the third floor window is higher up, gravity would have pushed the inner tube along. The inner tube is made of sturdy rubber as well.
I know he's dead, but that'd be kind of fun. Oh, cute little Ryoma being inner tubing along. Ooh.
The culprit used the ropes and the inner tube to construct a rudimentary ropeway, and used it to move themselves and Ryoma's body from the lab to the gym. Once through the gym window, the culprit stood on the inner tube to move the body.
Whoa. Like a
Either
hero.
that, or the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. That way would be more stable and let them handle the corpse more carefully. Finally, they removed the rope from the window frame and left the scene.
Well, when you put it like that, it certainly sounds possible. But wow, a ropeway!
You say the culprit placed their foot on the window.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Isn't
That's
that
why I was
against
kind of
school
quiet.
rules? It would count as entering the gym.
Yeah,
would it
that's
not?
what I'm thinking.
Last time we got asked that question, we decided it was okay. Sticking your body through the window is an automatic out, but
Oh.
standing on the sill is...
Wait, who asked you last time?
Eh?
It is quite possible that the culprit went to you to confirm the details of their plan.
Oh, shit!
Way to put your foot in your mouth.
His foot! Monosuke just unhinged his jaw and swallowed his entire
Oh
leg!
gosh.
Cut it out! I can't write this off as a joke if you two keep freaking out about it.
Then your little slip-up is actually the truth!
Pops?
Oh god.
Uh-oh! Daddy's mad at you now!
Huh?
Don't look at me. This is what you get for acting like a big shot all the time.
Stop. Do not bully Monosuke.
Huh?
Is all that remains of a
No more
once-in-a
blaming each other. Everybody makes mistakes. I want us all to get along.
threshold of an amazing adventure.
Monodam's right!
Monosuke, you better thank Monodam. Less attitude and more gratitude.
Less
Got
attitude,
it?
more gratitude.
Man, the trial was just getting fun. Why you gotta ruin it with that slip-up? But I guess now we know Shuichi's logic is right on the money.
So culprit really used ropeway to move body?
Yeah, they used the ropeway to move with the body from window to window.
Ropeway murder? Some crazy-ass shit!
But if the mechanism was that complicated, wouldn't it be hard to put it all away?
Not necessarily. All one must do is detach the rope from the window after using the ropeway. Then, after returning to Ryoma's lab, one could retrieve the rope from that side. Tossing the rope into the gym from the pool window would be the final step.
I see! The rope was thrown from the window! That's why we found it there!
But why would they do that? Why would they just
With
get rid
that
of the
method,
rope?
the culprit must have made numerous trips from Ryoma's lab to the pool.
Not unless they were climbing.
Which is why the crime was committed during nighttime, while we all slumbered.
But if the culprit was so careful to recover the rope they used to commit the crime, why did they leave the inner tube in the pool?
Can't enter it during,
I believe that was an accident.
An accident?
Yes. When the culprit was taking down the inner tube, they accidentally dropped it.
Then why did the culprit leave it in the pool?
That's it! Even if they wanted to get it, they couldn't, because this took place at nighttime.
I see! They couldn't get the inner tube because swimming is prohibited at nighttime.
But couldn't they have used the rope to fish it out?
Not necessarily. You see, the water level in that pool is so low. Even if one tried to draw in the inner tube using the rope, the steep angle the rope would be at would make it nigh impossible.
It'd be different if they used a pole, but there's no way a rope would work.
Even if inner tube was closer to pool edge, water's still too low to drag tube in.
Sounds like a lot of work. I can see why they just left it there.
Yeah, it would take too long. And they would have been busted if someone saw them.
Ha! What kind of clumsy dipshit drops an inner tube and can't
Dipshit, I
retrieve
love
it?
that.
Let me tell you, this culprit's a real fucking amateur.
No, actually. Save for that one mistake, this was the perfect crime. If Maki had never met up with Ryoma at nighttime, it might have been the end for us. No, I still don't know if Maki is telling the truth or not.
Shut up. Personally, I find this culprit frighteningly thorough. Such a bold, beautiful plan.
Don't get weird
I never
like
even
that.
imagined there was a ropeway. Oh, respect begins to bloom in my heart for this wonderfully cruel culprit.
What are you, stupid? Don't respect the culprit.
Now, we just need to figure out who the culprit is.
But of course, it would be pointless to unravel this mystery otherwise.
So, who is it?
Looks like it's time for me to start the main event. But my sidekick here is on a roll right now, so I'll let him take this one.
Oh gosh. Thanks, buddy.
Ah, okay.
You're just pushing everything onto Shuichi because you don't know yourself.
Indeed.
Well, Shuichi, do you already know who the culprit is?
Hey, Shuichi, are you hesitating again? Come on, man, there's no need for that. Like I said, you're my sidekick. I take responsibility for any mistakes my sidekick makes. So use those skills of yours I believe in to shove the truth down their throats.
You believe in my detective skills?
That's right. I'm gonna leave it all to you, Shuichi.
Gotcha, Kaido. Sorry, brother. Is it little dictator thing?
I was wrong.
I like how he's like, hey man, don't do that to me. Alright. Bye, Jane. Alright. Little dictator. Oh my god. It's not gonna let me save, is it? Yeah, you are. Could have been her. And maybe that's why she lectured Kokichi so much.
I was wrong.
Karumi. Alright.
It has to be.
Oh
you.
god, it is. Shit.
There's one more thing I still have to confirm. But Kirumi is the prime suspect.
Me?
What? Kirumi?
Oh, so Kirumi is the culprit.
That is not yet a certainty. Let us hear her testimony first.
Is this true, Kirumi?
I cannot believe you would suspect me. If that is the case, then I will have to deny it. I will not let you make the wrong choice.
The wrong choice?
If you do believe it is me, are you prepared to stand by that decision? I will refute your accusations with all my might, for everyone's sake.
Oh wow, she's got working out the clothes. Alright, time for Eagle-Eye Tergliafera to do what he does best.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta. I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
Oh god, what? I like Mia was just wandering around in her Alright, we gotta. Ooh, wow, Chris, that took a lot out.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta. I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe
most of us do not have.
Oh golly, no! Well, I thought. Oh gosh.
I was wrong.
Alright, we got one less chance.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do. Not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
Oh, I hit the wrong
It
thing.
relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body.
So am I.
She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta. I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime.
Alright, guys, I am.
And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime?
I think this is the
I
bullet.
believe most of us do not have one.
It's not the. Oh gosh, Chris, that's not the thing to hit. Oh god! I didn't mean to hit that one. Oh gosh, alright, let's retry. Crap, I hit the wrong button. I think that's the bullet. Shoot.
We can't let it end here.
Yeah, I was surprised it hit, yeah. Alright, let's try this again. Alright.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
Yeah, I can't believe they.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous.
That could have been done by anyone.
What?
That's wrong.
He's talking about...
No. The only person who could have prepared this murder is Kirumi.
I don't get it.
Well, the preparations in the gym in any case.
And why do you believe that?
Before the culprit could put the body into the tank, several steps needed to be taken.
Like tying the rope to the gym window and putting a partition in the piranha tank.
Got some quick bathroom break. Get back to brass tacks. Let's finish this.
That's right. Ryoma's body entered the gym from the window, but that required preparation. That could only have been done when Kirumi was by herself in the gym before nighttime.
I really thought it was Kaido. 100%.
Not enough time for the whole murder, but enough time to set it up. Enough time to tie the rope on the window frame and put the pain in the piranha tank.
This is my selfless devotion.
Oh, wow. But why would she kill Ryoma?
While I do understand where you are coming from, I assure you this is just a part of your petty imagination. An empty theory created from nihilism.
Oh, wow.
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart.
What do you mean by crux of the argument? How is it just a guess?
I am referring to the road. Now, with that road, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
Oh no!
Shit, okay.
I am referring to the road. Now, with that road, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
Yeah, I love it. Cut through their words. Got him. Hi, Kalaki.
I have evidence. The abrasions
Going pretty
left on
well.
the window frames at the gym and the lab.
I thought it was Kaido big time.
Scratches from when the rope was tied to the window frame?
Just tying the rope to the frame wouldn't cause so much damage. The rope that was tied to the frames must have been weighed down significantly. The frames didn't break, but they were left with distinct marks.
Did you miss the
Those scratches
nuking?
are proof that you used a rope to carry the body to the windowsill.
Yeah, there was a... We knew to Australia, but
What's wrong,
we've got to
Kirumi?
take over Australia. And yeah, it was a long stream. I was so tired all day today.
What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Hey, 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 hey!
Guys, you should know I'm a Civ addict.
Is Kirumi quiet because that's what happened?
Please answer us, Kirumi. Shuichi is doing this for your sake.
If it is for my sake, then it would be much easier to forfeit. But I cannot allow that, because I must do this for everyone! I have a duty and a responsibility. I must serve everyone and protect them. So I refuse to surrender. They won't forgive me if I do.
Hey, Kirumi, who exactly is this everyone you're talking about? I've just got a weird feeling about this. When you
For
said
the
everyone,
Tanaka Empire!
you weren't talking about us.
Nayuto, thank you for bringing LD in.
Felt like
Thank you, Nayuto.
you were talking about someone who isn't here.
Someone who isn't here?
Someone outside of the academy?
Hey, do you think Kirumi saw her own motive video?
Huh? The motive video?
You saw your important someone in danger, so you committed murder, right?
Is that true?
I am so sorry for making such a mess.
Oh god, she did do it.
Because of that, I made all of you assume something unnecessary.
Unnecessary?
You saying I'm wrong? This everyone you're talking about.
It is all of you, of course.
Really? Do you swear to a tour?
Yes, really. So please believe me, I am not the culprit. I do not care what becomes of me, but I will not allow any of you to die. Because I made a promise to Kaede.
Oh, Kaede coming
She
back.
wished for all of us to escape together. I want to fulfill my duties as the ultimate maid. I wish to serve everyone. So please believe me. You have to.
Kirumi.
Are we totally sure Kirumi's the culprit? Maybe it's someone else. Are we sure Kokichi isn't the culprit?
How rude.
Gonta just can't believe Kirumi would kill Ryuma.
Kirumi's breakfasts were the best. She always treated us so well. She really is like a mom.
Perhaps it was after she gained our trust that she saw her chance to strike.
Well done, fascist man.
You really are screwed up.
Screwed up from head to toe. Even through your clothes, I can tell.
That's what we can tell.
Shuichi, please reconsider suspecting me as the culprit. You only suspect me because I was at the gym during nighttime yesterday, correct? But you cannot accuse me of being the culprit with that insufficient proof. It is still possible for Maki and Kaito to have gone to the gym. They do not have alibis. They could have pretended to help Himiko, but secretly prepared the murder.
When you put it that way, it does seem possible.
We can't accuse Kirumi just based on our alibis.
Guys, maybe suspecting Kirumi is wrong.
Anybody else feeling like it's
Maybe
wrong?
we should think it over one more time.
Pegasus
made
Man,
a
welcome.
promise. As the ultimate detective, I made a promise to seek the truth.
The whole truth.
I made a promise to Kaede, so I'm not turning back now.
Bam, 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 bada, 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 bam, bam.
So you still believe I am the culprit? But there is no evidence to indicate that I am.
No, there is. I have proof that you're the culprit.
Oh, wow.
I realized it when we determined that the rope weight was used to move the body. If it was indeed Kirumi who moved the body with a makeshift rope weight, then the final clue falls into place.
The final clue?
The damning evidence that proves Kirumi is the culprit.
Shuichi, won't you please tell me why you are so desperate to pin me as the culprit? Don't you want to protect everyone?
I'm doing this because I want to protect everyone. Shuichi.
He just doesn't have an angry voice in him,
And
does he?
you're wrong. Your deduction is
Like
all
it-
wrong.
Like, Hajime would at least get animated, and you could tell, and he's just like, no, I'm doing this because I need to protect everyone, while everyone else is like... Wait, is Kira Buckland Kurumi? Oh, wow. Yeah, she's brave.
Your words aren't going to convince me now. Not when I know the truth.
All you care about is your own reasoning. You don't even listen to others. I can't bet everyone's lives on a deduction made by a self-righteous brat. You can't save anyone!
I'm gonna show she's innocent of being not guilty.
This is it! The piece of black fabric in the pool. That's the final clue that proves you're guilty. It's been bothering me for a while. I couldn't figure out what it was. I thought it was just trash at first, but I couldn't dismiss it entirely. Now that the class trial has come this far, I know for certain. It's an important piece of the puzzle. Because, like the inner tube, it's evidence the culprit couldn't dispose of.
Huh? Why not?
Using the ropeway, you could slide the inner tube from the lab to the gym. But how would you control it? If it kept sliding and hit the window, the momentum would have thrown the body off. To prevent that from happening, the culprit needed some way to adjust the speed. For example, the culprit could have used their hands for friction.
Yeah, so what? You're still wrong. Your logic is flawed.
Kirumi, why are you becoming increasingly erratic?
There is such absolute beauty in trying to fight against the truth.
What truth? That black cloth is just trash. You can't prove I'm the culprit with just that.
No, it's not just trash. It's proof that you're the culprit.
Melting like an ice cream cone. Oh wow, here we go.
You are incorrect. What is this truth? That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone. You are incorrect.
What is the holding?
That is just your empty deduction. You continue to
what-
confuse everyone. You are incorrect. What is this truth?
I don't know how to do that. Do I like let go at a certain point?
In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth,
Shit.
everyone might die. In this class trial, everyone's
holding
life
it
is at
down.
stake. Because of
Oh,
your
shit.
self-righteous truth,
Everyone might die! In
God.
this class trial, everyone's life is at stake!
I am holding it.
Because of your self-righteous truth, everyone might die! In this class trial,
I'm holding it. Let go. I mean,
life is at stake! Because of your self-righteous truth, everyone might die! In this class trial,
okay, holding it and then.
everyone's life is at stake! Because of your self-righteous truth, I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. We only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit.
Oh. Oh God.
You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. We only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere?
I don't know where D is.
Your reasoning, but I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. We only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You don't have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. We only wish to protect everyone.
Okay.
What does that piece of trash prove?
Wait, what? I couldn't. I was hitting something. Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, all right. Explain the hold down thing. That really pissed me off. Whenever I was like, wait, I haven't done a hold down things. I was hitting the D one. And I was like, why isn't this hitting? Anyway, listen for the claps. Okay. But no, okay, maybe that's it. Okay.
Is this...
Alright, let me try.
We can't let it end here.
Okay, I gotcha.
You are incorrect. What is this truth? That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone. You are incorrect.
God damn it.
Truth? That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone.
I haven't hit one.
You are incorrect. What is this truth? That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone.
God.
You are incorrect. What is this truth? That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone. You are incorrect. What is this truth? That is just your empty deduction. In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth, everyone might die. In this class trial,
Everyone's life is at stake! Because of your
God.
self-righteous truth, everyone might die! In this class trial,
Oh, there we
everyone's
go.
life is at stake! Because of your self-righteous truth, I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. I only wish to protect everyone.
I'm hitting the button.
Must you
God.
interfere? I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. I only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. I only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand
What?
your reasoning, but I will never accept it.
I'm hitting the.
It seems you wish
Is my
to
D
pin
not
me as the
working?
culprit.
Okay. Karumi's gloves.
What does that piece of trash
All right.
prove?
S. D. My D thing is not. There's something wrong with my D. Oh God. My D is not working.
The piece of fabric came from Kirumi's black glove.
Oh wow.
Kirumi's glove?
If the culprit were slowing their descent by grabbing the rope with their hands, there would have been a lot of friction, easily enough to
You
cause
guys are
rope burn.
gross.
But our culprit was smart. They weren't burned because they weren't barehanded.
Yeah, the culprit had gloves on. One got all torn up from the friction and
It fell into pool?
From what I remember, the only one who wears black gloves is Kirumi, right?
The gloves on your hands now. I take it they're from your dorm?
The extra uniforms in our rooms are made of the same material we're wearing now. We can test my theory by comparing the fabric scrap with your glove.
Well, Kirumi,
But why?
will you allow us to compare the black fabric we found in the pool with your gloves?
Huh? What's the matter? Why are you sweating so much?
Kirumi, what's wrong?
Yeah, Suichi, you did the right thing.
I will show you the truth.
I will show you the truth with my comic book. Let's see. How do I move? Oh, Q. Let's try this again. Okay. Let's use this as a partition. shit. Oh wow. Same as time. Go golly! God. Here we go. Oh. There. Oh, wow.
This is the truth of the case.
But... Oh,
the
man.
victim's body was found this morning during Himiko's underwater escape act.
All right.
When we saw the piranhas in the tank, we thought that Himiko's escape failed. Of course, it was all part of the act. Himiko's escape went perfectly. But when Angie opened the curtain in front of the tank, we saw Ryoma with piranhas swarming around him. Before any of us could react, the piranhas devoured Ryoma's body. And all that was left were his bones and the handcuffs he was wearing. That horrifying sight was the finishing touch on the culprit's own twisted magic trick. The culprit obfuscated the time and place of the murder.
Obfuscated, guys, for those taking the SAT.
In truth, the crime began last night, around 8:55 p.m. While preparing for the show in the gym, the culprit had a chance to be alone. It was then that the culprit used the ladder to reach the piranha tank and removed the glass lid to put inside the tank. They used it as a partition to force the piranhas to one side of the tank. Next, the culprit took the rope from the stage wing in the gym and used the ladder once more, this time to climb up to the gym's window. Once there, they opened the window and tied one end of the rope to the window frame. The rope was then thrown out the window toward the pool. These preparations were key for the culprit's elaborate plan.
Ooh, wow.
At night,
Look at him strolling around having a smoke.
The culprit asked Ryoma to meet at his lab. All the pieces were in place. The culprit was ready to murder. First, the culprit knocked Ryoma out, probably striking him from behind.
Oh, and she could clean up because she's the ultimate maid.
Then, they put the handcuffs from the shower room on Ryoma's wrists. And shoved his head into the sink filled with water.
There goes the tub. Splash. Oh, man.
From the water and the pain of drowning,
oh, God.
Ryoma should have woken up and struggled. The culprit anticipated his resistance, which is why Ryoma was handcuffed. The struggle left scrapes on the cuffs and sink, but in the end, Ryoma succumbed. Ryoma was dead, but the culprit's plan had only just begun. They removed the cable from the tennis net and hung it from the window facing the pool. And then, at the pool, they connected the wire and the rope from the gym window. They returned to the lab after picking up one last thing.
Great.
The rubber inner tube that was in the pool's tool shed. Once back in the lab, the culprit pulled the cable, bringing up the rope. They pulled until the rope was taut, then tied it to the lab's window frame. And thus, the gym and the lab windows were connected by a single rope. After making a hanger of sorts with another length of rope tied to the inner tube, they hung the inner tube on the rope connecting the windows. That's how the culprit created the ropeway that was used to move the body. An impressive premeditated murder, but the culprit made two crucial mistakes.
The culprit got on the inner tube with Ryoma's body and slid toward the gym. With the height difference between the windows, they would have built up quite some speed.
Max speed.
To avoid crashing through the window, the culprit used a brake.
Yeah, Gaming Lion, I agree. The knot, yeah, the
their
knot
own
isn't.
hand
It was
to
like
grip
this
the
like
rope
smooth
and
thing, but
slow
that would have
down.
been like ka-kong.
That would have caused significant rope burn had the culprit not been wearing gloves. But due to the friction, part of a glove tore off and dropped in the pool. Regardless, the culprit reached the window and put Ryoma's body into the piranha tank. The glass pane not only kept the piranhas and the bodies separated, it also kept the piranhas so close together, they concealed the body. After that, all the culprit had to do was untie the rope and the inner tube. But that's when they made their second mistake. One end of the rope came loose, and the inner tube dropped into the pool. Thus, the culprit was forced to leave two key pieces of evidence, the fabric and the inner tube. They couldn't retrieve the evidence because of the rule against swimming at nighttime.
Oh, wow.
And that's the whole story. Am I wrong, Hirumi Tojo? The ultimate maid? Hirumi, that's the conclusion I reached. Do you have any objections?
This is very, very unfortunate, Shuichi. My pride as a maid demands that I fulfill every request that I receive. But to end like this...
Does that mean you admit it?
Hirumi...
Why use your own gloves, though? The warehouse should have had plenty.
There weren't any. Obviously, she would have used them if they were available. Jeez, Monokuma provided everything but the gloves. That's pretty sadistic. But thanks to him, at least the game became way more interesting.
So, it's decided.
This case was decided the moment someone, who shall not be named, opened their big mouth.
But we don't know that. Maybe the real culprit is someone nobody expects.
That is right. No need to worry.
Oh, Monodem, you're like a mommy taking care of her sick child.
All right, let's go! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless finally face off. It's voting time!
Alright.
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result.
Somebody put Suichi.
Who'll be chosen as the black?
F you.
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
did it, guys. We did it. That's right. An A in everything. Why did I get an... I died a few times. Oh, the closing, I got a B. Oh, I can't win them all. Still, really good.
Oh my!
Alright, guys. I'm pretty hungry, so let's just call it here and we'll get the denouement afterwards for our next stream. Yeah, thank you so much, everybody. I had a lot of fun one. Thank you for all the donations and subs. Thank you so much. And I had a lot of fun. So glad to do